Hello, loves. One moment, one moment, one moment. Okay. Alrighty. So, yeah. Alright, my loves. So, I am going to share a little bit with you guys today about what did you expect. What did you expect? Some of you are like, oh gosh, I know she's going in, but I'm not going in the way you think. Okay. I'm in a really great mood. Thank you, Bettina. Hubby picked this one out the other day. I took him with me wig shopping, y'all, for the first time. Really just took him shopping. As soon as he saw this one, he was like, that one. And I was like, okay, we're going to see what we can do with this. But I like it. I do like it. And I always have loved to taper it. I used to do this sometimes with my own hair a couple times. Hey. Girl, I saw that bracelet too, by the way. Ooh, that thing nice. I was going to tell you about that. Hey, Goldmine. Hey, Victoria. Brittany. Hi, Kimberly. Michelle and Valerie. Hey, co-grandma. That's what me and Valerie Willis, we both co-grandmas. That's Mason's other grandmother. Hey, Nashama. Tay, Kimberly. Yes, it was so nice. Yes. Hey, Kelly. Hi, Dee. Hey, Tracy. Okay, guys. So, oh, damn. We're at 52 and I'm over here just reading and stuff. Y'all supposed to be watching me talk about something. So, okay. So, what I want to talk about is just learning how to expect differently, right? Hey, Lawrence, I heard your show was a success and everything. Okay. So I'm like, and you doing big things, got big shit popping over there. You know, I'm proud. Kind of keep me abreast so I can support however I can. I'm very proud of all of my apprentices. They're all doing amazing things. And I want to be clear as to say it's not just because they're my apprentice, but it's because they are committed to what they have been called to do in this life or whatever. So anywho, let's get to it. We tend to bring to us what we expect, okay? Now, there's exceptions to the rule. There's exceptions to every rule because, you know, it's just what it is as it relates to the adages that we use or whatever in life. But for the most part, we get what we expect. So when you go into a situation, you need to be careful that you know what you're looking for, what you're seeking to come out of that situation. Like what would be the ultimate win for you? But do you expect that? Like, you know, here's the thing. I'll give you an example. So let's just say that I'm in a situation with someone and I say, you know, I'm going to date this person and an ultimate win for me, they would ask me to marry them and we would have a really beautiful life and yada, yada, yada. You know, we all have our fantasies of what we think we ultimately want. But then I might not really expect that. I'm just wishfully thinking and haphazardly hoping. But what I believe inside of myself is that this nigga just like every other nigga and it ain't gonna work. And that is the primary energy that I'm gonna pour into that relationship. Now, before you start arguing with me, because y'all gotta think about it, I've been doing this for over a decade. Before you tell me that, no, because I went in doing everything and I gave my all and I did everything that I could. Here's how that usually looks. Because you don't expect them to be any good, you start trying to buy their loyalty, buy their love, buy their companionship, buy whatever. With your actions, you want them to owe you. And that energy taints everything that you do. How many of you know someone who they are helpful? They help everybody. They're good to their family, they're good to their friends and all that, but they never shut the fuck up about it. It's just like, I mean, every time they do anything, they got to talk about it and talk about it. They want you to tell them thank you 15,000 times. They want you to talk about it. It's just like, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this, I did this. Yeah, I did that for her. You know, I put that back on that dress I bought her last week. Shit, I paid $50 for that dress. Girl, you know, you still owe me that $10, but don't even worry about it, girl. Yeah, I had to go down there and pick up old Sally at the bus stop because her car down. And they just talk about it all the time. That energy, even when you're not the kind to talk about it, that energy taints your action. So you really was expecting it to fail, and even though you was doing everything that you could do, that was because you expected it to fail. Okay? So what you do and what you feel are not always the same thing. And people will argue with me when I'm dealing with them about their vibration that they're holding and the truth about what they believe. They'll argue with me about that as if their actions prove differently about what's going on inside of them, right? So you just got to know that whatever is going on in your heart, that is, your heart is the last place that your manifestations visit before they are released to the universe. I'm going to pause right there because a lot of you ain't catching that. Not your mind. Your heart is the last place your manifestations visit before they are shot off into the universe. So if your heart is filled with doubt, despair, fear, and all of that, it will taint whatever just came from your mind. You might have built the perfect picture, but when it got here, you couldn't believe that picture. And when you pushed it out, what you pushed out is basically confusion. Like, I really, 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 really want this, but I really don't believe it'll happen. But if it could, just please, in any kind of way, let it happen. That's not a good vibration. That kind of humility that people teach us is exactly why we don't get what we want. Okay? So, you're going to get what you expect in any situation. Yesterday was a hard day for me. A very hard day for me. And I'm the type of person that I don't really share things that's personally bothersome to me. If it's personal, I keep it personal. And I just deal with it with my spirit team. But yesterday, I just couldn't even find it in myself to even go to my spirit team. Now, for real, I was just here and thought I was just stuck. Okay? And that has been the only day in the last few years that I have felt like that. Just, it's hard to describe it. And then what happened was I still got to work, right? Still got shit to do. It doesn't matter what's going on. You still got shit to do. So I go on with my day, and I'm checking my inboxes or whatever, and somebody sent me a message that answered exactly what happened in my life. It's like, I know you don't know me, but XYZ, 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 XYZ. She didn't even say Spirit said. She was just going in. But every point of what she said was something I needed to hear in the moment. And it wasn't that I couldn't tell myself. It's just that I just was in a place where I didn't even want to tell myself, right? I need you to quit. I'm on live. Be good. Be good. Y'all, my husband is a hot ass mess, y'all, and I'm just being honest. That is not a joke with him. That nigga really liked it. But anywho, so I had to sit with that, and then the message came another way, and then it came another way, and then it came another way, and I was like, okay, I get it. When I finally found my grounding, because I've been 3 days without grounding, which I never do. I'm always grounding, always sealing, always, you know what I'm saying? But I literally have been from one moment to the next, my whole day, all the way up until it's time for me to go to bed. From one thing is running to the next thing. It's just like this. And there has been no woosah time. So that shit caught me really at a weird place. And I was off my rocker for the first time in a long time. And surely enough, Spirit started whispering to me, now you know that you got real enemies who want to see you fall. You can't afford to get so busy that you don't take time for you. And that's been a struggle for me. But see, here's the thing. When I came into this, I expected it to be hard work, busy work, and this and that and other. So my transmutation process over this past year has been ease, grace, you know, not hard work, not a whole lot of effort, but to transition into just drawing based upon my vibration. That's not to say that there's not a place for work, activity, and action. It is. You're going to have to do something, right? It's this movie we was watching the other day. Damn, I can't think of the name of the movie, y'all, but some of y'all probably haven't seen it. But anywho, it was this guy. The guy was telling his homeboy, it was, what's his name? Vince Vaughn. So they was in Hawaii somewhere, and he said he gonna teach them how to ride a surfboard. So they they on the shore, and then dude said, whatever it is that you think you should do, just don't do it. Like, don't do nothing like that. So then he told them, he was like, you know, get up on, you know, hop up, pop up. He's like, no, get back down. He's like, you're doing too much. Then he said, okay, pop up. He said, pop up. He's like, no, you're doing way too much. Just don't do anything. Don't do nothing. Then he said, okay, pop up. Dude was just laying. Dude just kept laying there on the board when he said at that time. He said, yeah, okay, you're going to have to do more than that. He was like, you got to do more than that. You just laying there like, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking to myself, nigga, you did just tell this nigga don't do nothing. It's like, but anywho, I'm making a funny joke off of that because it was a funny part of the movie. But because sometimes we don't know when we should do something and when we shouldn't, and we get caught up in our heads about that. And the thing is this, guys, and it's just the reality. When you are moving out of fear, you're normally making a bad decision, or you're normally bringing in a terrible counterproductive vibration, right, into whatever you're doing. But if you're moving out of love, out of desire, out of courage, out of boldness, if you're moving out of the right vibration, whatever motion you put in is going to bring something to it that adds to what you're doing. Be careful about jumping up doing something because you're afraid. That's something I try to tell readers right now, and I say this to not just my apprentices, to anybody, any reader. Quit getting out here looking desperate, trying to get all the readings you can because you got a bill that's due. And that's not to say don't promote your business. See, it's that surfboard thing again, right? It's like, yeah, you're doing too much. Do less than that. You don't do nothing. It's like, okay, well, you got to do something type of thing, right? It really is like that. It's like, yes, you got to run your business because you got bills to pay, but don't run it differently when the bill is due out of desperation, because it adds an energy that's going to still be there when that bill is paid, producing more bills and more desperation. I hope that made perfect sense, because in my mind that was just like a ding, like I don't even know if I can say it any clearer. You got to be careful of your vibration, because you're going to get what you expect, and what you expect is in your vibration. What you expect is coming from your heart space. It may have been programmed in because of things that has happened in the past. That's another reason why some of you have mastered history. Okay, you stay in the past. You stay looking at all of the different things that you've done wrong and everything that's happened to you. And my thing is that if you're gonna look at the past for a lesson, let that be all there is to it. Don't let it be set precedent dealing with legal matters. They talk about precedent. History determines the law today, because everything is judged based upon a precedent. But somebody had to set the precedent. Remember that, right? So if somebody set one way back in 1900, it's not making it impossible for a new one to be set in 2019. Same thing with your life. Maybe some people have set a precedent in your life that this is something that always happened, but you get to determine now a new precedent. Do y'all know that the laws change every day, just because sometimes the world just outgrows a law and it becomes archaic because it doesn't work for this world? Just like religion, people are outgrowing religion because don't nobody want to be told just trust, just believe, and it'd be a bunch of bullshit that you can hardly believe, and they just tell you just believe and let your whole life be governed by a book. Ain't hardly nobody that dumb anymore. I ain't say what nobody, it's just hardly very few people. It's a lot of people still sitting in it because they don't know where else to go. But that don't mean that they're content, and that don't mean that they believe it. church for some people is just like a ball game, something to do. Okay, so that's just what that is. Yes, Tasha, that part, it's like desperation fucks up your business integrity. And if you want something that's going to take care of you for the long haul, you got to take care of it right now. You can't just be haphazardly fucking over people. You gonna make mistakes. Yeah, everybody do shit. I return stuff to Amazon all the time, especially statues. I had so many statues come here broke. Sometimes it's a little break and my son super glue it and we keep it and keep moving. Sometimes we turn that shit in and we get us something else. But even Amazon break packages, UPS lose packages all the time. Mistakes happen. You will make mistakes. You cannot expect that. And hear what I said. You can't expect that you can make one mistake and nobody will forgive you. So you start lying, manipulating, and hiding. No, people are capable, just like you, of a tremendous amount of mercy and understanding. Okay? Okay. So I'm done with that. Y'all do know that I'm about to start going live less. I won't be going live every day. Okay, because I do have my shooting schedule. And Tasha, I want to talk to you, ma'am, about when you can get to Monroe to be a guest on the show. We're going to be doing most of our shootings on Mondays or Wednesdays. Most time Mondays because the store is closed, so we don't have to worry about anybody coming in because the microphones they use are very sensitive. So my next 3 dates, I need to look real quick for shooting, is this coming up Monday, and I forgot, but I'm gonna send it to you, or you could tell me when you're free between next month on any Monday that I'm in town, and when you're free in April, so that we can get you on the show. Basta Luna, definitely I want you to come on the show. So it's quite a few people that I'm gonna have on the show. And I'm so excited about that. Now, y'all ready for some good news for a mini turn up? I'm so excited because I just finished having lunch with Joel Hadnot from Fox, and I'm very excited. But we talked about this. It's finally ready, and it is on the website Empire. This is called Flames of the Phoenix because it is heat in a bottle. It is all about power, mastery, passion, seduction. It's that side of it. And yes, it's crystal infused as well. Okay, so it smells amazing. And for the first 20 people, you're gonna get this for $38.99, and after that it's $44.99, just like the other. So that's how that goes. But for those of you who have not smelled Emporium, everybody who has gotten it said it smells like happiness in a bottle. This smells like hot mama in a bottle, okay? I will admit that this may not be everybody's smell, okay? Because it's very hot, fiery. It smells like fire and sex and power. So, why when I say sex, he coming here grinning like, that don't make no sense. Just terrible. So, this is a really good one, and soon we'll be launching Empowered, which is the men's cologne, and it's all about the rise of not the rise, but the empowerment of the divine masculine, bringing them to a place of balance so that they walk, stay in their motherfucking lane. Really, that's what we doing? I should turn the camera around. So, okay. I don't know what he just did. But, anywho, so we got that Empowered. And then Embossed is coming, which is the smell of money. It's the smell of money. And it's money, sex, and rock and roll, so to speak. So there's sex in all of my blends, okay? Except Emporium. Emporium is just pure goddess happiness. Because before you can be all super sexual, you want to be happy first, right? A miserable woman ain't never made a good lover. I'm sorry, So that's just kind of how that goes. And then, what was it? It was something else I needed to tell you guys about. We are restocked with the Magical Mystic Millionaires candles. They are $18.88 a piece. We had to replace some of the ones that USPS broke. So, but as of right now, we have 400 in stock, 400 more in stock. So we ready, because you guys was ready and everybody ready. So the Magical Mystic Millionaires candles come fully charged. They come glittered and dressed with 3 mystical money oils, and we put the herbs and stuff on the side, right? So that's real important that you guys realize how that comes. The herbs don't come in it because it will probably just waste out. And it's better anyway for you to put your own energy into your money manifestations. Now, let me talk to you guys about something. So, how many of you have read my book, Spiritual Gangster? Okay. So, this is what's funny, right? I just had a talk with a young lady who read Spiritual Gangster. I didn't know who she was. You know, sometimes that's why I tell people it's better to be just a professional, because you never know who you talk to and when. But I didn't know who she was, but she was saying, I read your book, Spiritual Gangster. She was like, and I only read it because it has so many reviews and it popped up as a suggested book, because she reads, she told me the guy's name, Emmett Robbins, but anywho, Tony. Okay, and this popped up as a suggestion when she was ordering one of his books. So she went on and got it because she seen all the reviews. Anywho, she was saying that, you know, she's Catholic, of course, and she has never in her life thought of herself as doing magic or witchcraft. But she said when she was reading this book, she realized that she got all kinds of stones, and she sent me pictures. Like, she got all kinds of stones in her house. Her fireplace is an altar. She didn't think about it like that, but there's pictures of her, all of her ancestors. It's just, you would be amazed at how, even without training, you naturally know what feels right, and you naturally can tell what feels good to your home, and you just kind of, it's just natural. And so when a lot of people are asking me about how do I tap in, the thing is not necessarily tapping in, it's untapping from the program that's there, because it's suppressing you so much, right? So when I'm looking, I'm like thinking in my mind, it's like I'm looking at a practitioner. And of course, she is a practitioner. She discovered that in the book. But she had never been trained. She didn't know the power of it. She was just doing the practice without getting all the benefit. Okay? Spiritual Gangster, I want you guys that have not read it to get it. Those who have read it, definitely leave your review on Amazon.com or on Goodreads or whatever. But Spiritual Gangster is a really good book for beginners who are, and those even who have been doing ritual for a while, but maybe not successfully. Because ritual is a part of the power of being sovereign. Because if you're no longer waiting on other people to make it for you and you go get it from them and you have to make it yourself, what does that process look like? It looks like ritual. Like sex is a ritual, right? Because it brings about creative energy. So be sure you guys think about that, and be sure that you guys begin to get yourself together. Now, every day I have people inboxing me about legacy builders. Okay? For some people, not for everybody, the 1288 can be broke up. 644 down. It's only 2 payments though. 644 down, and you got to have your other 644 within 45 days. Because on day 60, you will be removed and you don't get a refund of the first 6 something. So that's how that goes. The other thing that I kind of want to talk to you guys about as well is the apprenticeship. Okay, so people actually have the nerve to think that I owe regular people the same thing I give my apprentices. Why would I owe you anything when you're not a client? You are a friend or a follower or a fan or something like that, but you're not a client. And so I don't have to give you my apprentices' prices or apprenticeship treatment. People inbox me every day wanting to market their stuff in the Magical Mystic group. And I think it's time for me to definitively say that's not the purpose of the group. Your business and you growing your brand on my back. And people will do it and won't be giving a damn about reciprocity. I don't violate reciprocity. If someone is doing something for me and they need anything from me, I'm there. And I'm there for a lot of people who don't do shit for me. That's just how it goes. But I am always there for those who do for me and care about me. If you guys continue through 2019 thinking that you can avoid reciprocity, I want you to hear me now, because this is a word that is going to either make or break you. If you continue to violate reciprocity, you're going to end this year with less than you had last year. You're going to end this year without a job, without anywhere to stay, without anything to drive. And you can think I'm bullshitting, but just watch how many people start complaining right around May, June, and July as it's getting hot. Because you are a user, and users are not the right vibration. Everybody will be used, but users misuse people, and they don't want to put anything in. They only want to take out, which is another reason why I will not be going live every day anymore, because I've grown to the place I don't have to do that. Everybody knows who I am, and everybody knows what I'm capable of that's connected with me. And if that's not enough to pay for it, you don't deserve it, period. And that's just all it is to it. I will always do some free work because that's my heart. And there's a lot of people who are going to learn about me later, and they got to find somebody to look at. I'm not the only person to look at, but I am one person to look at, and I'm going to make sure that people who are looking see what they need to see, right? But I'm no longer going to be giving 1 hour free classes every day. That's done, okay? And I'm just giving you guys the courtesy of letting you know. And so you will have to catch me on the road. If I'm in your state, don't tag me talking about, could you come to this place in the state? No, this is where I'm at. Meet me half the fucking way. Because if I'm in Florida, if you drive from any part of Florida to the part that I'm at, you didn't come as far as I've come, okay? And if you do want me to just come straight to your city for the next event, you plan it. You put it together. You sponsor it. And you send me a check to be a guest. That's how we do that. But I got to cut a lot of stuff off because I've grown too big for it. And I ain't going to apologize for that. Right? But I got a lot of leeches connected to me. And my husband been telling me this for a long time. He said, you trying to take care of way too many people. And all these people ain't paying you shit. And all these people don't even buy your products. They just want to celebrate you on your live. They ain't bought the first oil. They ain't bought, and I mean, you literally can look and tell. It's the same people who are there every other week, every other month, purchasing products. And some of the main people who inbox me privately and say, you were such a big help to me, they ain't never shared anything, they ain't never purchased anything. And they probably never will. And that's why, as much as they felt helped in the moment, if they don't learn to pay that shit back or forward, it's going to be snatched away. Because I don't even have the power to violate reciprocity. A lot of you are struggling because of it. You don't know how to give. You don't know how to serve. You don't know how to care for anything or anybody but yourself. You don't know how to endure what's necessary to become great. Yesterday, earlier we had lunch with Joel, and one of the things he said was when we was in a meeting, okay, yesterday, the guy that was in there, he did seem kind of, serious, like he about his business, but he was laughing and smiling, with us, and I just thought he was another friendly Fox person. So today, Joel was careful to tell me he doesn't do that for nobody, like nobody. He's just not that type, but your personality is infectious. And I was like, oh, shit, you know what I'm saying? And that's a good place to be. Vibing high. It's hard for a person to stay grouchy around a high-vibing person. It's hard for a person to stay broke when they vibing with wealthy people. It's hard for you to be a taker when you vibing around good people, givers. Okay? So, it's like, we have to learn that, yeah, Bettina telling you right, Courtney, you're always sharing. And you do purchase when you can. And that's one of the reasons why you end up being one of those people that I actually honored. Because a lot of people say, well, I can't because she don't understand. I got all these bills and I ain't got no money. It's like, I ain't really messed up about your money. What do you bring to the table? What do you have in your hand? I didn't start with money. I started with nothing. I was just coming out of prison. Nothing. All I had in my hand was what I knew in my head. And that's what I started with. Giving what I had. Sharing my gift. You know, sharing other people that was turning me on. Like, I done shared Aphrodite Stone's ancestral healing meditation so many times, a person would have thought that I'm getting paid for that shit. When I tell you, like, I know last year, if I did 1,000 readings, 500 people got that damn link. Why? Because it works. You know what I'm saying? It worked for me. And I'm excited about it. It's free. And it's powerful. Get your ass over there and subscribe to her channel while you're at it, because she's amazing. I've never met her in person. I had one reading with her when I first started. And everything that woman said to me way back then is exactly what I'm living now. She said, you're a crossover success. And you'll have followers of all colors. And your face is going to be seen all around the world. And there's a lot of money. I see a lot of money coming. Everything. She ain't miss not shit. Okay? It don't diminish me to admit that there's other really, really powerful people. And a lot of you, that's the last thing I want to say about that part. A lot of you are so fucking insecure that you don't want to acknowledge anybody else who's just as beautiful, just as powerful, just as loving, just as whatever it is as you. You'd rather hide and hope don't nobody look. You like one of them clown ass females. I call them clown ass females. You know what I'm talking about? Them kind who be out with their man and they look and they see a woman coming and they know that she's attractive, so they start trying to distract their man. Honey, could you look under there? I dropped. No, stay down there a little bit longer. No, I think it's over that way. You know, just some clown shit. It's just like, let the nigga look. You done looked already. What's the difference between your eyes and his? Scared he gonna want her. So what if he do? Because he with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about people tell me all the time, you shouldn't talk so much about your success and make people want you to fail. I don't give a fuck. They're going to want me to fail anyway. I'm going to talk about my successes because there's more people who going to align with them than there are those that's going to get in a place where they want to fight. And I'm not afraid of a bitch who want to fight me about mine because I know how to protect mine. That's why it's mine. Okay? I'm not fucked up about who don't like me when I'm jazzy. I'm not fucked up about who don't like how I dress, what kind of wigs I wear, what I'm doing, what network I'm on. Somebody even told me I'm sold out. You with Fox, that's the enemy. That's your enemy, motherfucker, not mine. Right now, they my friends. So you go over there with that shit, because I ain't buying your shit. This is my life, and I'm doing this shit my motherfucking way. And if I make a mistake, I'm woman enough to correct that shit and keep it the fuck moving. Ain't that what I said that Phoenix stand for? That's exactly what I meant. Okay, so y'all, only 20 of them for the $38.99 Empire. And I had this on today, and the girl, when she walked up, she said, you smell good, by the way. I was like, oh, thank you. It's very light. It's a very light mist, okay, because it's got floral waters as a base. So I do use floral waters. There is no unnatural preservatives or nothing like that in there. Everything is natural. So, yeah, that kind of thing. And then I think that's it. The only last thing I think that's it, y'all. I can't think of nothing else I'm supposed to be talking about. My husband has, we have ritual tonight. Those of you who purchased the Invocation of Venus, tonight we will do ritual again at 6 p.m. And y'all don't be talking about me. Somebody said, girl, it sounded like you was about to have an orgasm on the last one. It was like, the energy was high and it was very sexual. Very, very, very sexual. It's just been a lot of sexual energy floating around this month. It's just been hard to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Just like, ooh, everything is just ooh. But yeah, so we have ritual again tonight. For that, Invocation of Venus. And then my husband on the 19th has the Twin Flame Full Moon ritual. And that's going to be really powerful. Um, I think that's all. So if it's anything else, I will let you guys know. I love y'all to life. Nicole, when can you come to inbox me? I want to know when you can come to Monroe. I want you to be on the show too. I'm going to send you guys, I'm going to put it in the Els Cafe, my next 3 shooting dates, or maybe I'll just send it to you guys privately or whatever. But I definitely want you, Tasha, Donnie, and then Bettina to be on the show, and eventually Leela. It's hard to nail Leela down, but all 5 of those ladies I just named are the first 5 graduates of the Magical Mystic Apprenticeship. They are the alumni, they the OGs, they the big dogs, you know what I'm saying? They got a big bark to go with it because they got their magic up. Believe that, don't try them, just don't even try it. All of them will go off with your head, and they will, So it's just they're powerful. All of them got businesses, all of them got gifts, all of them walking in it. So you really want to connect with any 5 people in the world. Why would I recommend anybody more than my original 5 who I love to life? They are sisters, not just apprentices. In this apprenticeship, we are family. That's all it is. Not me above anybody, us all in there grinding together. That's it. And that's all. I'll talk to you guys soon. Y'all go visit the site and get your Empire. Remember that, not Emporium. This one is Empire. Emporium is available as well, don't get me wrong, but Empire. And then I'm going to be posting soon the new graphics because we're taking it international, and so I had to get some graphics done for the design, for the labels and everything by none other than Red Nova. To him and his wife, because they are doing tremendous things and they're very helpful. So if you need graphics or anything like that, logo design, especially if you want to get your sigil put into your logo, see, he knows all about that because they're also apprentices. So you want to get with them. But yeah, so I will be posting. I got a lot of shit to post today. Don't get tired of me. Just like every damn thing you see. Like it and love it. Like it and love it. Laugh if you have to, but like everything. Just like it. Like it and share it. I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. I'll talk to y'all soon.